FM Radio, bringing you hot, smoldering topics on a weekly basis. Participation is important.
Wonderful. Good morning to you all listening in to this particular edition of The Burning Issue. It's a Thursday edition. We sincerely apologize for bringing the program slightly late. This was due to circumstances beyond our guests' control. But we appreciate that finally he made it, and we are good to go with the program. Now, remember that we are live also on our partner radio stations. We are live on Tuta FM in Mansa on 90.7 FM. Don't forget that they are covering the entire Luapula province. And we are also live on Muchinga Radio 88.1 in covering the province. Grateful to have you tuned in. Also live on ZFM, our new partner, doing very well. That is in Kapiri, covering Serenja, Mpika, and the rest of the surrounding areas on 100.3 FM. Also, Central Province is well covered because we are live on Spice FM on 91.1 in Kabwe. And going to the Copper Belt, we are live on Platinum Radio in Indola on 99.1 FM. Thank you very much for joining us. And Chingola, and covering the rest of the Copper Belt, is iWave FM Radio on 90.1 FM. And so we our Facebook page, that's 5FM Radio Zambia. Now, remember that our guest today is here to obviously discuss a lot of issues happening within the ruling party, and he is very able to keep us up to date with especially the recent by-election, and we're trying to keep tabs of what happened and, of course, why events that took place post by-election also happened. That, and to honor your listeners an opportunity with our guest. Let me take this opportunity to introduce our guest, but before I do that, let me say I'm your host, Zachariah Banda. Our guest today is Mr. Gilbert Liswaniso. He is the United Party for National Development, UPND National Chairperson. It's always a pleasure to have you. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Zachariah, and thank you to the listeners who are listening to us. I think it's the first interview this year.
Yes.
So Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
We say Happy New Year to you. It has been the 2024. It has been a difficult year.
Yeah.
But God again has given us another opportunity this year.
Right.
The 2025, hoping to be a good year for all of us as a nation. Thank you.
Let's get into the politics of the just ended by-elections. First of all, I congratulate your party for scooping. Let's start with Kawambwa, first of all. Yes, you got it. And of course, you banked Pambashe as well. And also other local government by-elections as well went to your party. Congratulations. But the big one, and that we are talking about, which is a very burning issue, is Petauke by-election, and we will spend some time on it because post-elections we also saw the party dissolve the provincial structure, including the district structure and all. But first of all, you lost this one. What would you attribute the loss to?
Thank you, Zachariah. Jealous down and that one win. So-called the Dose Alliance. Vanawina, and we say congratulations to them, and they give us a good run, and the lesson has been learned in Petauke. Tinagona, despite winning Council, Petauke Tinagona, despite improving in terms of numbers, but you are aware, and I'm consistent with my stance to say that is not an indication when you win by election that general election then you are going to win or are going to form government or you're going to remain in government. I think for me, it's a boost to a camp or to a political party and to their foot soldiers Also, it's a boost both sides. When you lose, you learn something. When you win, the morale, and you keep the strategy you have used to say, this strategy has worked very well to us. Maybe we maintain with it even in another election. So we want to say thank you to the voters of Petauke, all of them. Everybody went there. Every political party delivered his message. And I want to use this platform. When I was here last time, there was vote buying and everything. My stance was, if people have decided to vote for you, no matter how people will give money to the voters, the people will choose whom they want. I think today I'm being vindicated when I say there's nothing to do with voter buying. It's about how your team is committed, passionate, how it will be you to be on the ground. And then you win. When you have a group of people committed, straightforward, it's not about money. You don't win election because of money, Zach. I've said many times, money is needed for foot soldiers. You win because you have collectively people who are committed to deliver at the grassroots level, who have the passion and loyalty to the party, to the president. So when this team has been assembled to go on the ground, it will give you a good result. So I want to emphasize to the people of Zambia, those who are listening to us, when you hear this vote buying, there's no vote buying. You cannot buy a voter. A voter always will choose what is best. It's how every political party will deliver its own message on the ground. And the people, when they accept your message, they'll get it. If you're not good in delivering the message, then those who are good in delivering the message, you get the day. So in Petauke, we failed to deliver the message, even when we have done a lot to the people of Petauke.
How do you fail to deliver the message
I've said
when you as a party even had ministers in Petauke who are first-hand people with information of development or whatever government is doing? They have it. They should have actually been one to say it and sell the message.
we blame ourselves collectively. There's nothing to point a finger to one individual. The fact of the matter is that we slept. We went to Petauke with the mind we have already won. Zach, for me, I speak the way things the way they are. Because Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, the president of this country, some of us, we understand what he wants to do and to deliver to the people of Zambia. But somewhere, we are letting him down. We, leaders, those in government, and us in the party, including myself who is talking here. We are punishing this individual. He can't be everywhere alone. So we leaders need to help President Hakainde Hichilema to ensure that in terms of information, we are there. So we slept. Number one, we went there underletting the opposition. And if you remember very well, I've been saying here that there is no small political party. I can do politicking, but when you go to a game, don't underrate anybody. I have seen big boxers being hammered. Kulika mtu uyu ago wapenda nopenda waluzi. By the time ubwera kuuka too late. You want a rematch ubwera kukana tia because you know that the rematch azani itamu. So we slept. We need to admit as a party UPND that we slept. Two, when there is a lot of squabbles, yes, they have been dissolved. It's because of confusion among ourselves. It is normal in a family, but when there is now a bigger fight, you need to come united all over and fight for one thing.
What confusion are you
No,
referring to?
it's normal. If from inter-party elections, and sort of confusion, it is about us also leaders, fearing confusion within divide and rule among the leaders at the grassroots level, at the province, at the district. You get the point. These things are happening in politics. It's normal. But when there is now a battle, you put aside those things and you focus on one thing, which in Petauke couldn't. That's why the party, through the chairman of the party, the secretary general, saw to it that if we leave these things continuously, it may go to all other provinces, other districts. So we need to put the things on hold. Yes, we have improved in terms of voting, they have the good numbers, but now we look at the bigger picture. Because the instruction by the Secretary General, Mr. Patuke, the president himself, the chairman of the party, was all of you who have gone to this by-election is to win. Matambo in Copperbelt, in Pongwe, that word you need to win. It is an instruction. You lose, you are not going to be happy with us. Chairman Mbangweta in West Province, you need to win Litawa in Narikwanda. Either you like it or not, instruction. Chairman Alfred in Wapol, you need to win in Pambashe. It's an instruction. Joab, you need to win in Eastern Province. So it's how you put now your things on the table. And what I've learned again that it's not Jim and Jack who goes in these by-elections. You need to assemble a good team. Don't underrate each other. Let's not compete. Let's just do the work. So one of the things which made us to lose, we're competing among ourselves with the best. No. I'm being clear here, so because I'm sending a message to the leadership who are listening to me today. Wherever you are, either in Osaka, you are in Rondazi, you are in Wapula, those who are listening in Muchinga, those who are listening in Central Province. Like what is happening now in Mkushi has to be stopped. The Mkushi, if you are listening leadership, stop what is happening there. That confusion, stop it. Because you're going to be dissolved, all of you. Or you're going to be expelled from the party. Because now that is division. I think you are listening what I'm telling on the radio, the Mkushi, what you are doing. Don't destroy the party. Let's work together. There's no problem to argue. There's no problem to fight. But at the end of the day, let's find a common goal that we need to protect this party. And we need to be on the ground and answering to the people whom we are leading in those areas. There are many issues affecting the people of Zambia, which needs us party leaders to bring that information and pass it to the party structure, the party secretary general, to the chairman, and the vice president, to the president himself, so that they are able to understand, to know what is on the ground. But if we put too much infighting among ourselves, we are killing our party. But I'm happy the party, Secretary General, said we need to make a stance. So we lost. There's nothing to point fingers to each other. That's exactly
no, but dissolving the provincial structure is pointing a finger. That's a blame. Blame game.
No, it's not a blame game. It's something which I've been talking about as a party. Warning. You can't go in a by-election with two factions. Guys, can we work? You don't want. 3-4 people are the one bringing that confusion. You have no choice.
Maybe
so, and two, by doing that, it's helping the party leadership across, not only in Eastern Province, not only in Petaoke district or constituency Petaoke, that it's a lesson to all of us, including me who is talking here, that I should not fail in division in the party. And Zach, you need to understand that where you are seated there, there's somebody looking for that position to be talking, to be asking questions to every politician. Much as you are good, because you are one of the good presenters today in this country, Zachariah. Very hard on us. But you should know that even those who has no capacity, they want to sit there. That should be always in your mind. That one should be always in your mind. Everything which we do, there's somebody who wants to be there. So do your job when you are there. Work. Don't sleep. Don't say because there's nothing. No. Work every day and give as good things to the people. So what has failed us there in Petaoke? The number one was division itself. 2, I've already told you that there was a competition among ourselves. 3, I've said we went there already, we already won. Number 4, which you have never asked me, Zach, there was a sympathy vote. Because there was too much propaganda, which we failed to handle as a party. The issue of JJ also affected us because the message there, it was nothing, it was total propaganda, like, because when somebody has been arrested, yes, the police may think I'm blaming them, because I know I've been saying Liswaniso are blaming the police party. This is my stance, and I'll continuously say so, because anything goes wrong in public, the finger points on President Hakainde Hichilema and UPND. That's where we are here defending. And defending government is not an easy thing, Zachariah. Coming here on the radio station, timankanzanda nuzechani bantu. Nzakamba chani. Because by nature chabe, mweneviriri, government ilakwa every day. Kapokola uku, mulodi uku, atukana muntu. Aba kapokola ba UPND Hakainde aba. Nasi achitika pale ncheva achita ku clinic kwa mimi tukana muzimai wa mimba. Wantu wakamba manasi ba Hakainde na UPND. But that's an individual, there was made a mistake there. Teacher uko tukana watone ama teachers ba Hakainde. So you could see that the opposition, they receive sympathy vote from the public because of individuals in this institution through their behavior towards the public. Now the party now comes in to be blamed. So that's why we are here, to answer all the queries and defend the party and put things to say, no, it is not UPND, it's not President Hakainde Hichilema. So when we mention the police, when you arrest, what made you to arrest JJ? Explain to the people of Zambia. Is it you or somebody went to complain? Make it publicly and explain to the people of Zambia. Nganatava, come back, talk about it. So if they say there's abduction, explain to the people. They should understand, no, there was nothing like that. Investigation has continuous talk about, but if you just keep quiet, those who are talking propaganda, we never nama. Wakachikamba lelo, wachikamba mlo, mazo, continuously, to the ears of the people become the what? The truth. Ingasimunga kambe imwe. There are many civil organizations, the media, everybody, including us as a party, is to give us, what we have found on the ground is A, B, C, D, because we are working together. We cannot isolate ourselves from the Zambian police, any institution. We can't. We are the one governing this country. The police, they are implementing the manifesto of the UPND and the vision of President Hakainde Hichilema and the party. So we cannot separate ourselves. We need to work hand in hand so that we are moving together with the people of Zambia.
But
so,
accusations that the opposition, for example, let's use the word propaganda because that's what you used it. I mean, you used the word propaganda, that the opposition are using propaganda on a number of issues. For example, you've picked out the police arrested JJ, and the opposition are pointing at a finger at the UPND. You don't expect the police to start defending the party, because in this case, if the opposition are saying Hakainde has arrested JJ, you don't expect the police to come and defend the party, UPND.
They need to defend
this. This is an issue because anything that goes political, then the party has to respond politically. For me, this is an indication that your party is failing to counter react or indeed counter the so-called propaganda by the opposition. You are not equal to the task that the opposition is bringing on the table.
Disagree or agreeing with you, Zachariah. If today people are saying Hakainde is a dictator, I think you have been hearing that.
Yes.
Okay? Because we have enforced the law of law. Because we saw what happened during PF, there was lawlessness. So the law of law has come to each and everybody, including you and me, that we maintain peace, unity, and the police should protect the property and us, the people of Zambia. Okay? But as they are doing their duties, doing that, they should keep on emphasizing and talking to the community, to the people of Zambia, so that no one should wake up to say Hakainde is a dictator. So when you say Hakainde is a dictator, we politicians now And we know that what he's doing is the best. Even when the police are doing a good job, let me make it very clear. They are doing a good job. But as long as they keep quiet, they don't want to communicate to the citizen. The perception of the propaganda of the opposition to may come true. Okay? Yes, we may say that we failed to handle the propaganda. I want to agree with you. Yes, we failed to handle the propaganda itself in Petaok. That has nothing to do with the police. But from the beginning, because the opposition picked it from there, because the name of the police in the campaign in Petaok, it was too much. I'm just being genuine here. Every podium, they were doing that. So that's what I'm saying. Communicating to the people, it's very, very important. Let me give you what I've seen for the past 2 days, how the police have handled the abduction, so-called, of Chanda Nonde. You have seen how police have communicated to say, no, there's nothing to do with abduction here. The issues about this one has been found, like the one running in Munyaole, which has been bringing propaganda, insulting people, bring lies. So what is wrong? Now you're communicating. Don't just stop to today. It has to be continuously communicating to the people of Zambia, because you are dealing with the opposition, which strive from propaganda. And for them, that's the strategy they want to use towards the general election. So the good part we know, they want to use a bit of intimidation to us, intimidative and to Jabe. But the good part of UPND that in terms of intimidation, we're in our course. Because those things are still in our blood, we still stand it. That's why we are too much calm, is to control it. And no one was going to push up in that corner. But on the propaganda, they used it when we were in opposition ourselves as UPND. They managed it, but they failed to win an election because they did 80% of propaganda. Propaganda is needed in politics. There's nothing to say propaganda. Propaganda in politics, irimo, but don't overdo it. Because when you do overdo it, you may now face the reality at the end of the day. That's why UPND, in terms of propaganda, if you afford UPND too much, even in opposition, we never use too much propaganda to a certain, no, as we do with reality, what is on the ground. And that's what has made UPN to win an election, is to face it. But now, since we are dealing with our colleagues who are good on that one, it is us to manage it. What you have said, have you failed? For me, I'll tell you, yes, we have failed on that one. But now, we have learned lessons from Petaok. Lessons have been learned very in all corners.
While in Petaok, let's get back to the province as a whole, right? You have been in politics for quite a long time. And I will tell you that Eastern Province has been a stubborn province. Each time you have a new government in place, you will still have a number of members of parliament still loyal and still on the former government, right? Or party government. It takes quite some time for the people of Eastern Province to move to the ruling party. You know that pattern has been there. And this is the second time, this is the second by-election that you are losing at parliamentary level in Eastern Province. And you know that Eastern Province behaves that way. Therefore, it's unfair that you decide to dissolve the entire provincial structure on this by-election. Unless there are other problems. Now, here is what I think the problem is, because I carried out my own investigation. Dispute or agree, it's up to you. But my belief and my findings are that the reason you lost this by-election, first of all, the candidate that won this by-election was supposed to go into this by-election as an independent candidate. But later on, it was believed that he was a better candidate that UPND should have actually adopted. But the structure, the provincial structure, decided we can't go with Simon but we will go with one that was recommended by a non-politician, that this particular candidate was a campaign manager for this non-politician. And so the structure, there was the pull and push as who should we get, Simon Banda or the other man? And eventually you settled for the other man, and that's how you lost the election. This is my investigations, and this is the problem that led to the provincial structure being dissolved. True or not?
As politicians, we don't answer yes or no. We normally explain.
Was this part of the confusion?
It can be part of the confusion, but the fact of the matter is that when every adoption, there are two groupings. Every adoption, don't be cheated that every adoption is a clear move that is, no, that people disagree. We don't want this one, we want this one. That's what is democracy.
Within the party?
Within the party, yes. It's that's how it is in all political parties.
I have seen that.
Okay,
I
all
saw
political
that.
parties.
I saw it in 2021.
Yes, it's
yeah.
all political parties. That's why sometimes people, they go independent.
Right.
The party will say, I want to pass some distance of whom will support this one, but we're going to support the president. In other cases, for sure, somebody wins as an independent because that's what the people wanted. So I want to tell you, Eastern Province, they don't vote for a political party. They normally vote for an individual.
Right.
Okay? That has been the trend. So you need to be very careful when you're adopting too much consultation. Okay? But again, you can win because a political party goes with loyalty at the end of the day. And two, we make also when you are trying to bring other people on the table. Our candidate also was popular. But it is us now, party leaders, who let him down. It is us because instead of uniting everybody and focus on one thing that the party should win, I think that's a common thing we should understand. But at the adoptment, you put all your differences aside. Now it's a party to win. So leadership failed to control that. Now, if you, the top leaders, were the one in forefront dividing, leaders at the national level, our job we are supervising is to watch and get more details on the ground, how you are doing your things. You find one thing, will dissolve you. Even within the national management, if there are few individuals who are feeling those confusion, we isolate you. I think I want you to understand. So every adoption, there's a process of confusion and division. But after you have won, somebody has been adopted. At the end of the day, you have one candidate. Sometimes we can have a popular candidate, but he's not loyal. The party will decide to go with somebody who is loyal. I just want to be honest with you. Well, and political parties are about loyalty. Those who can wake up around 04, 01 and do the party work. Because a volunteer, you can have a popular candidate, but he's not with the party. He cannot listen. So the party would rather go with somebody who is loyal. This one is going to be loyal to us, his conduct and everything. Let's go for the same person. So there are many factors when the adoption comes, and there are many consultation. But what really made us to lose, for me, it was a negligence. We went first in Petauke with the victory already, which we need to stop at any level. Never should you go to any election with the mind of you've already won, And I've told these people, wherever me I've gone, I've told here, and I said, no, let's go until they declare. Then you're going to say is a weaker candidate. We can do our politics here, but when it comes to go in the field, it's a serious business. You should know that that history is there. So when you have a team on the ground, it's to do the job. So for us, Zachariah, I don't want to do too much on Petauke. That we lost, lessons have been learned there. What I've said, that's about communication. There's food for work in Petauke, it was there. There's cash transfer there. There is cash for work there. There's maize there. There is CDF there. We failed to deliver that message. But again, I want to use opportunity also to our colleagues anzatu bamene bali mu boma balina ma influential position wonse bazizibabeka. You know yourselves. If you know that you didn't have any position during PF, influential position, then today you have it. Know that you have a role to play. Because there's no need you are holding a big position. Even just information in your institution, you are failing to give it to the party to say, if institution yatu, venta chitako nivi, tengani perekani kwa mwenda kupeta huke. I think you're contributing to the party. I can point out Zesco, there's road shedding. What have you done on road shedding? Tuzeni. Tungono tomine tu. Tuzenda tandizile kupeta huke. I'm talking about information. Even mwazikta, ngutuza, what you have done as zikta so far nivi. Tenda kuza abantu kamene. I'm talking about information. There are issues of taxes. Tuze muli navo. Put information to the party structure. Venta chita pa muli 3 years, 2 years, nivi, information in you. NAPSA. Venta chita nivi, information in you. You can't be just all of us waiting for Akaini start telling us. No. Those are bad manners. Even just contribution through your salary to the party. It's not a church. You are there because of UPND. You can say it's watatu pano kawati sometimes rankon. Because the tikachoka mugawami knows achoka pampando menap. I'm just being honest here. Today we lose an election. You tell me all these directors are going to be there? No. In fact, Akande was even good that he kept people for so many years. The only president who have allowed the people to wake up to date. You heard what former head of state said, Mr. Edgar Chagwalung, that in Igabwera, he was right. And I want to say he was right what he was saying. It is true. No political party will come and say, Kuzesko tina director tivasunge. No, Kuzeda tina director vasunge. No, you'll be out. So you know yourselves. I'm speaking to you. You know yourselves, all of you. Stop that bad manners. Give us information. Got my PR won't say. Line up yourself. Information. I'm just being genuine here. I'm a national news chairman. I'm delivering the message because I've seen these are the weaknesses which you are having, which cost us in certain areas.
But why would you want them to bring you information? No. And why wouldn't you as a party go and sort for information yourself? You have structures in your party. You have your media department, which obviously should be going around and picking out this information for the party.
And I'll say this, if you're going to...
Because you can't ask a civil servant to be bringing you information.
Listen. Zachariah, don't be cheated. Me, I'm honest. If politicians will come and cheat you here, Zachariah, to cheat the people of Zambia, me, I'm not part of it. I'll speak the way things the way they are. As akuna many muntu kuti uyuni PS, akuna many civil servant. How many civil servant PS do we have during PF? How many do we have? How many DCs do we have during PF? It's just a common sense. How many directors do we have during PF? Bariko. These are genuine things which we are talking here. Even in my PR, how many did we have during PF? Every political party will come with its own people. To do what? To implement the manifesto and the vision of the president. There's no other platform I'll use because I'm genuinely saying so, because we have a better president in State House who needs help and support from us. If you want to be someone, no, me, I'm a civil servant, what? No, deliver the information. I've said influential position. I'm not talking about the ordinary civil servant, No. But the influential position everywhere in this government, they know themselves that today they are here because of UPND. What are you contributing to the party? What are you contributing? If a you defending every day, and then after Tawina 2026 want to continue. No. Tsawa was our president, our deputy Ndanga Tenge Ujampando. It is there. Me, I'm just genuine here. And we have said these things, if we are going to massage a problem within the party, it will kill us. It will kill the party. So for me, Zach, on that one, that I've delivered the message that all of us now, if they're hiding, expect us to come to your office. Now, I'm saying this now, if they're hiding, expect General Mosquito, this thing in your office seriously, that you're going to contribute. Umafola. Pafola pema friend drama za mengo for 10,000 kwacha. Ungatenge 1,500 kwacha. Kulanko ni maungabili uko vina mafuso wa dieko. Nutu nankala chabi wankala. No. No, I'm saying no. It's better muntu inangu. Yes.
Some of the reasons that your party could have lost in Petauke may not basically be what you've listed, propaganda, confusion within your party. It could be as well the very visible things. Energy crisis in as far as electricity is concerned. High cost of mealie meal could be the reason why. High cost of farming inputs. And these are genuine reasons as to why they could have not given you a vote.
It could be part of it. That's why that it is our duty. That's why the structure had to be dissolved. People can vote for you even if the bag of mealie meal is expensive, as long as we are able to communicate. It ends there. I've believed these things. How close you are to the people. Are we close to the people? We're near to the people. Yes, we have improved to 11,000, but there are certainly the instructions to win. We were in other areas for people to understand that this cash work is more important for you. Muntu angatenge 600 kwacha, angatenge 800 kwacha, angatenge 1,200 kwacha. But if there's no explanation, somebody just goes and ramanizanu kasitenga chabe, you won't appreciate. Because tiri mundale, whatever government is doing is to emphasize to the people to say, ame kuchitirani, President Akainde Chilem. That's why whatever we do, we mention the name of Akainde Chilem. Because tigulisa ni malonda. That's why opposition wakabwela pano, na wagulisa malonda. Never tugulisa malonda every day. Ayenkela ayenda malonda every day. Ayenda malonda. So malonda ya tulindani ni Akainde na UPND. So inomeni gulisa in a salesman. I need to be seen that nipa ground. News abantu nikamba na beve mwina bolera pano siboso wanaza kamba vena kamba so vena ngwaza dobamo vena ngwaza kamba yayi koma futi na mani ngana bwera naja de futi ni bwere. I need to talk like a pastor in church every day mu church bakamba vimozi na vimozi Sunday, Saturday, Friday nina makapeta mavesi ya mozi na mozi by different preachers but wenda uche every day vena ngo bachinja vena ngo sibachinja. But if you keep quiet, no one will come to your church. So even us as UPN, it's about preaching. Yes, there's a crisis of Yamages. Let's explain to the people of Zambia. What has hit to drought in the Chilala? Mukamba na bantu mubawuza. Vintu hapa vingaduli because the reason ni nai. Vantu wazakamba ma taxes hapa mwaikira. Badandaula peni kamba pano. Of taxes, you know that. The answer is there. You know that for the first time that the budget of 2025 is local, 80% of it. Then kuenda kumachela kwa bene. So people should know that audience alinaka shop had to pay tax. And we need to emphasize. Kuti charity and the pasogolo ndisevene. But the government should listen to the other. What are people saying? What are the alternative? Pawopeti tenga taxi. That's why the minister here, the finance, Bazedara, should come here on the radio station to speak to you. Because me, I'm not a technical person. They should come and speak. Okay? So that people can ask questions and you clarify to them. Never even because for me, what last year when the Minister of Finance was given a budget, it was very clear. Ndrama Zambia that is a good mono. Meaning everybody, including you, don't say tax that the boy. So life become difficult a bit. But is it a good thing or a bad thing? It's a good thing. To avoid in Congole, let's now do it on our own because we got to own resources. But since when we done that's too heavy, how can we do it now? Bring your suggestion. The government will listen. Okay, not to 10 up. But the issue is we need to collect the money. These other countries we are seeing today, they're surviving because of what tax among themselves. For cash for work to continue, money should be generated here. So the vulnerable person, ujamuzmai, ujawa mimba, ujaonyosha chilema baze kuti ndrama nizi muzambo tenga. I think that's how this government wants to work. It is everybody to put his head and the mind that we need to develop Zambia collective, all of us. For the CDF to continue increasing ndrama za choka mulisa amene kuti unkale na chani na manzi boho. Munkale na chani na clinic. Tinkale na chani na school. Tinkale na chani na bridge. Tinkale na chani na street lights. Oh, na drainage ya bwino. We collect garbages. All these things, people need to understand that. So ngasina wauze bantu. Muntu bantu azazonda akainde chilema. Yet he's doing the good job. That's why continuously Zach have said here that what Akainde has done, that man, President Akainde Chilema, is to say, I cannot run this country alone. I'm going to engage you people. Inenchitwanga kusakira ndrama, inendrama za kupasani community. Pangani manje pamwe kavene funika kukomboni kwanu, community kwanu. For the first time, the president is giving back power to the people. Koma ise bantu wamene ise, pakaitana musonkano, stiendako. Kansa itana meeting, sindiendako. Pasidi yewe stiendako, wayempi stiendako. Mairo, chikumo, tusontafuta again Akainde. Bane. Those are the things. Kwa bwela chilala Muzambia monse. Instead katipeta ntameni. Kamba no. Tieni. Kilinani kwa meni munkala konse. Koma, uzate waka 600 kwaja. Uzate wangati ka 800 kwaja. Vazimai waina language no sense manje mukoma kamba ati community salary. I want to take, because me I get feedback. Why turn out community salary? You have seen even now there's a complaint kuti drama hizi zamboononga na vikwati. Na pano timu itana vuta Akainde timu pempa. Wa president Akainde hapa ni pempa. No kwa travel ama nkako na ma problems. Pamene musakira drama kuna ife mtiyangane ko kwatira. Yes. Na kwatiriwa. Because wole mbaba wana system yoipa auja no kwatiriwa hoja. Na mamuna teba majaba kulenga je mu nyumba cha bea girlfriend kama na hivyo jana kwa no. Patisia. Tilembeni nice. So the councillor has a lot to do in his own constituency. That's why the WDC chairman and the chairman of the party, you need to be on the forefront. Please, I beg you. It is your party in government. No one should intimidate you. You are the supervisor. Ndiwe mensu waka inde ya Chilema. You use chairman, gomeno nivera konse. Iwe chair lady, chairman wa party, kuwadi huku, ku section, ku branch. Ndiwe mensu yaka inde. Kuli bantu wene mukala nao, wali kupeza. Zamene aika Akainde patebo. Ngasana peze bantu, ni chito yani yoleta mao, kuli constituency, district, province, national, kumbali kwa so, hivi kulibe, taenda tasonji ya tabao zamene, pelekanu kundrama na kweve. That's our job, because Akainde has done it. So we need to help this man in State House. Zach, Akainde means well to this country. Just hang on there. I want to emphasize. That man means well to this country. Means well to this generation. I'm telling you, Zachariah. But it needs our help and our support. Especially for us young people. This man is making a foundation for this country, which was almost destroyed. It's for the betterment of us, the young ones. As we take now, we are the majority, but it's showing us the way how to do things, how to manage things. Zach, today, I want to thank President Akainde Chilema. Mau yake, yuza waliense, chalo, tieni tilime. We're depending on commercial farmers to go and lima chokudia. But today, Zachariah, I want to thank President Akainde Chilema. Kuli mau yako, iwe Akainde Chilema. Wameone kuuza wanusiku na muzuba. People have responded again. Despite the challenge we had in 2024, people have responded again 100%. Aliyense manje hapa ankara konanga 10 bags, 5 bags, 7. That's how we're supposed to live as a nation. Tonse tilime. Wazakaria otinkare kuno. Tenga tatuma kandrama ngono. Kamunda somewhere. Katenda kusaka wesu huku. Tita enti. Tonse Tilim, people have responded. And I want to say thank you again to the people of Zambia, the majority of them, they responded to President Hakainde Hichilema. If all of us, we work in this way, no one will talk about the bag of minimum, which is expensive. Then government will have now a role to find now customer or to gula milisiado. I think that will be focused now. Since Hakainde is a marketing manager, wachalo. Salesman, wachalo. Chito yake manja hapo kabati. Kodi milisi inangu tingagulise kuti. Koma ya mbili isale manyumba mwatu. He has gone even further Zachariah that the February irrigation kupasa maloni because ya chilala, because chila chinga bwele foot maybe 2-3 years. He's saying no matter what, now we need to change the mindset. Alikupempa mafamu kapena minda or land kuma traditional leaders across the country. Tipasa nkoni land babwele balime bantu. Now my traditional leaders have responded. Likani wantu wabwele balime tikanchokudia. Koma iya Hakainde Hichilema nchito yake manje ni kusakira ma equipment of thosebenzesa va irrigation chama bore cons. Koma again we need to help the president to identify the good farmers in our areas. Zachariah, every village has muntu amena malima bwino. So the Minister of Agriculture na councillor na wacha WTC ba men, they need to sit down. Kama kuno kuno kuwadi. Pamene balima bwino, malima every day kometi machetekera, kapena balitwe. Isolate them from the group. A person invest them alone. Then later on, venango manje, yenda so chabe. I can tell you, Zachariah, this country will feed Africa. But to do that, we need to support Hakainde and to be on the ground there. That's why I'm pursuing now the chairman of the party at the world level. Tisakiri leni ma farmers, tibaziwa ntoma malima. Tima kama pali bachi tumeenda na kulimira pali wa Zachariah jiba malima. So government na Zachariah come up with a contract. Wa Zachariah kuno chifuna kuno kapina $500 ya kulima. My equipment oli misania na loni ni futi mwenda pena ngupaja ni pali wa ndani ni pali wa mkandawile na oba malima bwino waja ni wakali mwabemba mwazoti mwadi muno 20. The rest money Samarone now so they can learn from their colleagues. You will know that. Solar, Yabuela. All these things we can connect our villages using solar. But we need to talk to our people on the ground. So Zach, I was just trying to emphasize we have a better president in State House in the name of President Hakainde Hichilema. This man is good, but it is us, the people of Zambia, which I'm appealing to them. Please, I beg you. Support muntu huyo. But pomu support sinakambe kuti munkalezi. Bring out as many issues affecting you in your areas. Vichoseni kumitima. Muuzeni. Vametinga chitelero tizachita. Vendinga chitema futi zago zachita mairo. The UPND and Hakainde we are not scared about 2026. It's not in our mind. The mind is about to deliver to the people of Zambia. Working every day. I think Zachariah, that's the route we need to take as a nation.
It's a risk now that 2026 election is not a factor. But all you want is to do the work. It could be a factor. It could be a factor. Because these are politics. And whatever it is that we've discussed here has a bearing on whether the people will vote for your party or not. I mean, we spoke about the energy crisis, high cost of millennium, and these are things that he himself spoke about loudly when he was in opposition. And today people are using them against him. Let me do politics again with you in as far as President Hakainde Hichilema is concerned. I mean, he went in all the 3 by-elections in Kawambwa and in Petauke. Is this an issue of saying these convictions of the respected member of parliament, former member of parliament that initially held these positions in these constituencies? Propaganda, again, my big question is, has propaganda affected him so much? Because conviction of Chitotela, the loud voice is that HH has convicted Chitotela. HH has convicted Chilangwa. HH has convicted JJ. Has it affected him so much that he had to stay away because this tag is too much to be in the place, in these constituencies to campaign?
The law has convicted the three.
The propaganda speaks different. And I'm saying, has the propaganda affected him that much?
And I'll say the law has convicted them. That is number one.
That's right.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's nothing to do with Pendakaindichle. When we're in opposition, we made it very clear. That's one of the things the people of Zambia voted for us. And the opposition will never say it because most of them, they were in government, they're the one who abused the law to the extent that this country was almost broken. Brenda Kainde Chilema stood on the podium to speak about the rule of law, unity, peace. We need to remain united. One Zambia, one nation, all of us. The focus is. But those who be found wanting, the law will follow them. And he has said many times, you are on your own when you break the law. It ends there. It is us now, the citizen, how we're supposed to behave ourselves. The propaganda, yes, it has been on top of everything. I think I've mentioned it is because those who have been given the mandate to help Ndakainde Chilema champion or to implement the rule, one thing which they have left out, it is about communication. They've been very down on it. Today you go at Central Police, they arrest you. At the inquiry, somebody will just tell you to say, Nangandini naleta rule of law. Investment pamena po Zachariah. And what investment you have committed the crime. Bakugwira. But here is an officer telling you, Nangandini naleta rule of law. So many muntuana many wakainde mnavotena. Are you helping when you're answering that way? You are decampaigning. President has said, investigate before you arrest. It's a professional, yes, they are the way they do things. Big police bond. But if you don't have a police bond, you will not be come out, even if it is 48 hours. You need to provide police bond. But what has come out is that they're denying us police bond. I've seen that people have refused to come and stand for you. The blame comes where? To the president. So communication, I'm saying about communication. So those who have been appointed, I'm not talking about ordinary police officers. These are just okay for me. I have no issue with them. But somebody has to now to engage them, to align themselves, and to compare our behavior as a party in government and those, because the same police, they're not different. Those who did police brutality on UPND, who arrested us, beating us, they're the same police which we have today. But there's a difference now that the one who is in State House is emphasizing that you need to protect the property of this country and the people of Zambia. Muntu akachimwa abwere ku police get a statement ngani bondi mpase, but kumpasa bondi wenga kubwana wantu okuta okusainia nga ulibe usankara mu 1 week. So the communication team of Zambia Police and the team, that is their role. Police and the community, it's their job to go in these compounds to talk to the people. Zachariah, I'm found to be hard. I've been brought up in a police camp myself, and I'm proud. The discipline I carried from a camp, because wakamba kuti mwana wa msirikali ni msirikali wa mene. Mkazi wa msirikali ni msirikali wa mene. Our behavior, we know how our parents in camp are supposed to behave. Na lako wale wakungenesa. Malume wako ndio akamba awalaka kale kaile. Ngashita bwanji. That's why makamba tikapokola ni muzako akabwanji akagona olafa pena kala muzako. Ngachebe na mo, don't be cheated. Ukalako achebe ni muzaka mwana because they've been trained to protect this country. That's how it is. But I'm saying the police command, your duty is to talk to your people. That olova mugwira muntu I got to understand that there are certain arrests which are not needed. Sometimes I can be assaulted, but the police can reconcile us at the reception, at the investigation office. They can reconcile us and make us to live together and make us as an ambassador to the community to say assault is not a good thing. It's leadership. Has this leadership dealt the game? The answer is no. So the propaganda. I'm coming back. So the propaganda now comes in. Police brutality. Police brutality. Even when they're doing a good job, I'm saying this. The police from the past, they're just doing a good job. What has hammered the police for Brenda Kainde to be seen a dictator and the UP not a good part? It's because of the failure of that. And I'll continue to say that improve in daily basis. You can improve and do better. Do your job, but communicate every day. Communicate even in the community. Money is there. Things are beautiful. Go in George compound. Talk to the people. Police and the community. Go to Kanyama. Everywhere. You can make it deliberately. Even every Friday. It's part of your work. But then go and do those sketches there. Talk, communicate to the people. Because then the people become part of the police. Meaning even crime reduces because people now are free to the police. President didn't go to Kawambwa, yes. He didn't go to Pambashi, yes. He didn't go to Petauke. He has not gone to these elections. That's why there's a machinery. There will be a general election. It's giving back powers with the leaders that you can win minus even me. Even the vice president, I've seen on the gun there. It's not that to do with the propaganda. He can go. Imagine if he went to Petauke, he would have won. You know that. So when we are doing a pilot project, even doing a testing to see, are we able to win on our own, minus big leaders? So for us, you may think UPND in your gone. 2026 is coming, yes, we know. So there are certain things we are putting in place quietly. We have been in opposition for so long. And I want to tell you, Zach, today again I repeat, kulibe opposition leader wamene angawina Hakainde Hichilema. Nibweza hapo. 2026 kulibe opposition leader. No matter how people, the opposition, yes, are the people of Zambia. Yes, I agree.
Are you there?
And I repeat again here. The opposition are Zambian people. But there's no leader today in opposition who can match with President Hakainde Hichilema today. Either we like it or not. No one can win President Hakainde Hichilema in 2026. And I'll justify that and I'll tell you. No one can win UPND in 2031. Winning is not a joke. It's not something you just wake up and know Zawina, no. If the opposition are basing their winning using Petauke, and then they should sit down and then I'm saying, if they're based on that one, if you can allow me to join, let's all of us based on that one. Are you going to allow me, Vazak?
They are 90 days old in opposition as Tonse.
No.
Well, I hosted the NCP president on Tuesday, and he says we are only 90 days as Tonse, and we managed to bank an MP, a seat in parliament.
He has been supporting, those were Christian Folungu in all of them. That was a team of a PF. Okay? Yes, a team of them, but I want to tell you that they cannot beat President Hakainde Hichilema. I'm just being honest to you. That's why I'm asking. Do you want us to, based on the past election for Petauke alone, that the Tonsils can win an election, general election? If that's what I want to, I can say, let's join hands. Said, yes, I'm saying, if that's the result, meaning UPND still carries the win. If in Petauke, they beat us in 2000, which is stronghold for them. Get their stronghold. 2000. We had 1,000 in 2021. Today we have got 11,000. And I want to thank the dissolved committee. They did their job. 11,000. I'm thanking you, the dissolved committee for Eastern Province. that number live in Southern. They told us 13. Now let's pick one of the strongest. I don't want to go to Southern province. Let me use Kaoma. Or let me use Chavuma. UPND gets 10,000. The opposition there will get 700 or 800. So are you going to tell yourself that you are winning the general election? That's no. I'm just being genuine here. The answer is no. Because meaning there now we are carrying 2,000 kapa mwamba pacha. So any leader in opposition is going to sit down and base on that, then slogan is it's just a boost to you as an opposition. That thing has united you to come together. You can do more. You can do better. But doing it better means that you can win again in 2026. Zachariah. I'm just being genuine here. Winning is not an easy thing.
Is this your new blueprint as a party going into the future in as far as elections are concerned? If a province doesn't win a by-election, they get dissolved.
If you are misbehaving as it's a lesson to everybody. I've said it's a lesson to me. It's a lesson for everybody, NMC members, ministers, everyone. He has to know that once you misbehave, you're gone. I've said it's time to unite. The bigger focus of every leader in UPND is to build a one united political party called UPND.
I also know, I'm also aware that the Secretary General of the party has made more trips to Eastern Province than any other province. Is this an indication that there has been a problem for a long time in Eastern Province in as far as the structures of the UPND is concerned?
The issue is we are reaching every day. You have seen 10 members of parliament for the opposition endorsing President Hakainde. We need to pursue, we need to ask for a vote. You have already said stubborn province. So we cannot only sit, it's continuously mobilization. So the SG has been going to Eastern Province about looking for a vote, asking for a vote, asking people to join hands with Hakainde. Because the 2026 is coming, and you're going to see the increase of members of parliament in Eastern Province. So it's a continuous. But if there is another thing which blocks the way, we have no choice as party, is to bring out those who are blocking. Because again, you cannot stop people to join UPND. UPND is a political party for everyone, including the Tonse. It's a political party. Hakainde is their president. If they want to come and endorse and want to work with Hakainde, I have no right to say no to it. To say no, no. How do you win? You need numbers. Another loss because you don't want the PF members at what level. For them that say want to work with the Hakainde, you often a less. No. It's a party yako. Ni party ya chalo. All political parties in this country belong to the people of Zambia. Everyone today, we have only one president. We are under Hakainde, all of us. You cannot stop people, even those who insulted you. If they're saying now want to come. If there is a place where there is real forgiveness, it is in politics. Politicians, we forgive each other and we move. But we want to take things personal. No. The only thing when they are coming to join us is to tell them how we stay, how we live in the party. In this party, we don't allow division. In this party, we don't believe in violence. In this party, we don't believe in vulgar language. In this party, we don't allow violence and insults. You tell them how we live. In this party, we believe in loyalty to President Hakainde and the party and the leadership itself. You tell them how you live. People will change. Then stop people to join. So it's one of the things, again, that has been affecting us. Not only in Eastern Province, but mostly in all the provinces. I know we're injured through PF. I know we're beaten. We're tortured. But we need to move. President Hakainde said, let's stop it, let's move, let's start a new life, all of us. And let's start a new life. You want to stop him in? No. Let people come. The focus to build the one nation, country. UPN is there. If you want this party to outlive UPN leaders, all of us, if this party to stay in government for more than 30 years, You have no choice to bring many people on board the campaign. For us, will be that's the way to go. So if you want to stop you to join UPND, you are not a good leader, then we'll sideline you. So I'm emphasizing here that my members, especially my youth, will come people, carrying per month now, 10 cents per month, because ukawasiya, they already group there. After the regrouping, when they win, they say, taluza. But you never can to join. Because you cannot close the door for a politician. We'll find a way you can go and make noise. So bring them in the party. They participate. They add also to the numbers. Tell them what Akainde is doing. Because some of them, they know. And I want to tell you that people are joining UPN because of what Akainde has done. Especially in terms of peace and unity. The same freedom everybody can go, they can say anything they want to say. I'm not saying those are insulting, no. But those are criticizing. Kamba vaso Liswaniso wa prince wanachite, so wanachite vaso kulinjala. Because Akainde wants to listen to the voice of a vulnerable people at that level. That's what he wants.
Let me, at this point, invite our listeners now to call in and participate and make a contribution, or indeed ask questions. My guest is Gilbert Liswaniso. He is the UPND National Chairman. And we are grateful also to our partner radio stations that are carrying this program live. We are live on Tuta FM in Mansa, also in Chinsali on Muchinga Radio. We are live on Spice FM in Kabwe, live on ZFM 100.3 in Kapiri, and live on Platinum Radio in Ndola, as well as iWave FM in Chingola. The number that you're calling us on is 0955-221515. That's the number you're calling us on. Once again, 0955-221515. Let's take this one. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Morning to you. Thank you very much for calling us. Your name and where you're calling us from?
I'm calling you from Garden House.
Yes, sir.
My name is Ambuluka.
Ambuluka.
Yes.
Please go ahead, sir. Be brief, having a minute to each because of time.
Thank you very much.
Great.
I want to ask my chair on the issue of cash for work. Each word was given to write or to employ 1,399 per word. Now it has to 462. Is it the minister has stated to reduce the number? That is my question to my chair, General Mosquito.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Great. 0955-221515 is the number you're calling us on. And we are taking your calls now. Let me take this one. Good morning.
Good morning, Razaki. This is Moses. I'm always glued to the radio because of the way you ask questions.
Thank you very much.
Liswaniso, good morning.
Tauka bonga bwanya Moses.
Tauka bwino nifuna kabe kupasa nkoni advice kuti mupunzireko
imwe dindani chabe imwe kudinda chabe ndenchito yano nayo
ziko mpambiri mpunzireko kuti wanzani wanachokapo abezi wanalukamba kuti no we lead the opposition in Zambia, we are going to hand over power to ourselves, our branches are intact, and please don't demean the intelligence of the Zambian people. You cannot say that there is no one who can take over from the opposition, who can take over from His Excellency the President. What you are saying is that we, the Zambian people, we are not capable of. I think that is not good from you. Don't demean our intelligence. And when we criticize him, doesn't mean that we hate him. We want him to do better than his former the former party. So, in conclusion, I think that don't say like that, because Zambia is not lack of leaders. Even in 2026, if we want, we can find their leaders. A lot of them are men, they and done. So the power belongs to us, the people. So just find a better way of campaigning your opponent. Thank you. We are listening. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moses, for coming. Let me take one more, and then I can give you an opportunity to react on 0955221515. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Zaki. Maukabwanji.
Maukabwanji.
Thank you. Mbuya Liswaniso, Maukabwanji way.
Good Maukabwanji, boss.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm very good. Concern yanga.
Your name and where you calling us from?
Oh, so in the Persias, in the Garden.
Your name again?
Persias.
Yes. Yes, please.
Yeah, it's been up Garden.
Yes, please. You have a minute and be brief. Yes.
Thank you very much. Zaki, don't want to waste a lot of time. When you phone a chabeko phone, sir. I am 800, Ramazama 800, people are asking. Like the way about the son, so the way we have said that could be to many selling information what is on the ground. These are the same people who are going to make you lose, but so don't come back to lead the opposition. So people are asking, where in Ramazama 800, Banasi could pass or Zikariko? That is the only question, even Parupani permanent did it. But they are asking. Could the information I'm going to send that could evolve even Banda, WDC balls, Banda, could so their concern is my 800 diamonds, Kupasabanto or Boaj, because it's almost 4 months here.
Thank you very much. All right, thank you. Right. Quick reaction. I need to take some more calls.
So I want to get to two. Let me do with the garden now.
Yes.
Before I'll combine the first call and the last call.
Right.
They're just the bit the same.
Right.
The caller from Garden, I want to tell you this. That Moses. Yeah, Moses. Moses. It is good for you to tell UPND is losing in 2026. And us, when you are telling I'm not losing, I'm decampaigning. No. And I'll repeat. And I've said in my sentence, I know the best opposition we have are Zambian people. But I've said there's no political party in opposition today who can win against HLM. That's why we are here. And I want to agree with you that when you are criticizing or complaining, doesn't mean that you hate against HLM. You want Akainde to do more, which will make you a Moses to go and vote for him. Even you, every Zambian today, even Usaka, I know that 2026 you're going to vote for Againde Chilema. I know that. Or you want that the UPND should improve on certain things, especially which has hidden as the issue of load shedding, malaria, the high cost of living, which President Akainde is busy working on those areas and dealing with the economy of the country. It is not an event, it's a process. That's why he's busy trying by all means bring in. You have seen in the short period, in the 3 years, how many mines has he opened? It's to caution the economy of the country. In the 3 years, how many young people today who have employed in this government? It not be 1 million, but the number of almost 300 people have been employed today. It's a good number, meaning almost 300 people are out of poverty. And these are most of them, they are young people that are the youth. And me as a national youth chairman, I'm saying thank you to you, President Akainde. Under difficult situation, every year you are employing. But again, on top of what, he has taken the young people also where skills and training. Okay? So that tomorrow they are able to participate on the CDF in terms of infrastructure, Kapani 1x3 classroom, Kapani new staff, your teacher, Kapani NRC, all the things. For you, by Moses 9, carpentry means things is nothing. Welding means nothing. But to somebody, it is something which improves his life. Vulnerable people. And going further, Zach, on that one, Brenda Kainde, through our office, we appealed to him that this ZNS, this volunteer, which has come where you are going to recruit people. Remember, he gave us almost 200 people with the youth of UPND, which is going to sponsor with his own money. 200. But we have requested him to say, there's CDF here. Call the local government minister and his PMPS, General Solochi here and the Minister of Defense to sit down. Because in the CDF, there's a lot of money there. So that now these young ones should go to ZNS across all the wards across the country. It's payable now by, so that ZNS now is able to calculate the spirit of discipline in our young people. You know, there's a lot of junkies today. But we can only overcome that and having a human resource which is skilled across the country. The advantage of it is that when you go ZNS, you train. After you have done, when the recruitment of police everywhere, they'll be the first one to be given chances to apply. But already they have a skill. If you don't want, you can go and do other courses now. But through CDF, partner with the ZNS, we are able to see a lot of, because they pay a lot of money. It's just only 7,000 kwacha. But if they pay 30,000 kwacha for one person, ZNS, you get almost 3, 4 in that man. Meaning a number of young people within 3, 4, 5 years, they'll be skilled in this country. They become now on their own. In terms of empowerment, they can do things on their own. This is what President Kainde is doing to the young people of this country, which is best, because rehabilitation, most of our children who are born today, I can tell they're just good on the phone. There's no discipline. But the ZNS is a way. Even today, I'm saying, even me, my son, when he finishes, I'm taking him to the ZNS. Then let alone now, if you want to do another course, they can go. It's very important. I've come to realize that the human resource of this country was being destroyed. This is what Akainde is bringing on the table. So when I say that Akainde, no opposition, even when Mukamba member patari hao. Once Mukamba wants patari, because I know what it takes to win a general election.
Let's quickly respond.
So let me respond to
Pethias.
Pethias and the other one. First of all, I want to appreciate their concern. And these are the feedback we want from you, the citizen, wherever you are, in terms of cash for work. There's no way people have been complaining. Yes, it's almost 1,000 plus. If people can only employ 400, what about the number? Where is it going? So it takes you, who is a citizen, to give pressure to the WDC, the council, and everybody to know how many. And that information you have given it to me, to my party leaders who are listening, we have no choices to check every word, how many, because we want many people to benefit. This money goes
Didn't
to the vulnerable.
didn't this have a period of time only?
What we have done, and I want to tell you, we have asked the president, because people had the pressure all around, and his cabinet to say, look for money for this program, continuous to continue, because it's helping to recover and other things for the vulnerable people. We have appealed to him because that's the language, that's the word which is on the, I've told you that the community salary. That's where somebody in Churu is asking, as Maya kufunza, kaita disigangia na manje 4 months ya kwana, because it was helping. Akainde said, I don't want people to die with hunger over this period. Like, we need to appreciate a little. Akainde anabwela kamba kuti sinifuna mzimai youth are gonna inanjala. If you have seen even the record of cholera this year, have you noticed that it has it is because the people participated in terms of cleaning within their compounds. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Maybe now, how do we modify it or perfect it? Maybe that should be. Wanzanga waku Chululu na boss wanga waku garden. How do we perfect this? So idea should come that much as money comes in Zebwera and Drama Combon, kodi tinga ipange bwanyi kama muntu aliens ashita participate then na Drama Zebwera. That's the most important thing. And me, when we had a meeting with our fellow youth, all of us, we appealed to the president. These things should continue. Forget about election. This program should continue because it questions a lot of things. Now, somebody also called to say, Liswaniso, the program is good. Why can't we shift the same program into farming? Zachariah, yes, we have done with drought, it has gone. Now, the same program now, Imagine if we go to Mongol, the people of Mali and Mongol, Tambolima, Kojandram, meaning things will be better for the country, which I agree. So I want people to bring out how do we perfect this program for cash for work, food for work. You are getting the point, so that it goes to the citizen. All of us were participating instead of getting Tantaman in Ramba Mahara, but even us, we are participating in a small way back to the economy of this country. So, in an Anvera complaint, my role now is to call the PS of local government. Kuyama programs are. Send your people on the ground. But again, I'm appealing to the ward official of the party UPND. Please, no one should intimidate you because they need to come to you and then you pass on the information. Be there is for the benefit of everybody. For the first time, everybody's participating. I saw almost critical PF members. I'm saying critical even now. Those things. And I told them, during your time, can you do that? But can you know in Indari? But anyway, Sindramazan Nizabom and Zato. Said yes, Sindramazan, but Mumezutitana. But look now. And they said, this one is, I think, on this one, we give you a plus. You're getting the point. On this one, we give you a plus, but think I could join in because I could join in. Could be a Mezambo Kuyanganan. So for me now, I'm talking about now, that is criticism with the merit now. Think I could join in Zambia could join, but we'll be bring out as many issues to you to understand what is on the ground. But they're participating in what? In the domain. They're the one who said this one is. Are you not saying that there's no cholera? These were PF members, critical women. I even said cholera has reduced because participating. So programs should continue. We participate. Or what 800 pin or Pereku secretariat, but as long as one clean as we are happy.
Let me take some more calls.
Take as most what we can use.
0955
if it is possible.
221515 0955 221515. Good morning.
Yes, morning. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you, Brother Morgan. Be brief.
Morning, Liswaniso.
Good morning, my boss. How is Soweto?
No, it's fantastic and town center. To be brief is that recent by-election, I think, to my side, the analysis, UPND is dominating underground. If you look what the people are talking, go to Rapula. The by-election has been taken by UPND. You talk about Kawambwa and Pambashe. And if you go to, again, to Eastern, that city was not for UPND. UPND wanted to grab it and to go to UPND. And that seat was not for the PF. Was an independent Chairperson Banda. And the last 2021, UPND got 1,500. And they managed to get 11,000. But the point was that to grab that city. But it's dominating. And the people who said, okay, we know what they wanted. But through encouragement, they would have voted for UPND. Now, lastly, it's not UPND who are causing these by-elections. It's by law. Look what Malanda and Kavushi also happened the same. So for us, we should respect the law of law. And that's one point. I think. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Brother Morgan. 0955221515 is the number that you can call us on. And let's quickly take in a few before we are done. Good morning.
Good morning, Jack.
Okay. How are you today?
Fantastic. Elvis on the line.
Elvis, you have a minute, please.
Thank you very much. My chairman, how are you?
Bwana Elvis, mwauka bwanji boss.
Nawoka boss.
Siko mkwambire.
Mekanini kambeko mutinyanja.
Okay.
Mwamene bakamira ba social cash transfer. Nizoona bambiri social cash transfer ina kama complaints yambiri manini. It's just the same like many nezo kamba kwa mene ni maenda ile watu. Social cash transfer bani bayisiba iziba. What do the people want to Gilbert? Moving to Ringono, Chabe. ine pano pamene nikamba kwamene nichoko kuni mafamaji bamalima marepu maonyoni machani, but if people can even fail over Gilbert kugula seed ya 120 kwacha. So pamene ninachita ine ninabyala masidi ya marepu na vinangu matomato chani. So ni mapasa abantu bakabwera na pasa abana mapasa ko maseedlings baendo byala abana bapasa ko repu so chabe, which means nichita ko improve lives y'abantu mu community kwamene kukamunzi kuja because never pasa maseedlings ya ibi bintu baendo byala which are supporting muzinga chamene chiresa kuti bantu there is nothing bamene bangachite kulibe ma business kuminzi kulibe chani. So when you give them to my siblings, community, chako munda, maybe 5 beds, 6 beds, ya repu. Bazambo gurisa hapo na kujia hapo pamene kaja. Ngeva mene ni nachita huko. So what is needed? Even to be more on chat, and the people will be very happy. You don't know how people will be happy when you want to pass my siblings, ya repu, wa muguri na ya 120 or 70 kwacha kaja ka 5 grams or 10 grams ya repu. Wa muguri na endo biara kujamba kulima repu.
Thank you, Elvis. Thank you, Elvis. Your time is up. Thank you. Thank you very much, Elvis. I'm taking the last 2 calls, and then we should be done. 0955-221515. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Zach. Gilbert, good morning.
Bueno mwakabwanjwa boss.
Inena ukabuyi no ndine Mrs. Kasoma ntumina kunukawe.
Mrs. Kasoma, you have a minute.
Yes, sir.
Please.
I'm agreeing with Gilbert what he's saying. So far, so good. But they have done it. Although there are some things which, as Gilbert said it correctly, that they should look at my areas. Because I mean, social transfer, those small areas. But Zambia, but looking at the previous government, what UPND has done is tremendously. All of my competition talk about the Petauke one. Petauke we understand. They were just trying to grab that city, but it's not the end of everything. Look at where they were not popular. Northern province this time they are popular. Then when you talk of northwestern, western, southern, so those are already in UPND. So what we are saying is that Gilbert has the concerns take them into consideration. Social cash transfer, please look into it if there is a problem there. I agree.
Thank you.
Who has called? Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. I'm taking the last call now on 0955-221515. And you are our last caller. Your name and where are you calling us from?
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good morning.
How are you?
Not too bad, thank you. Your name and where are you calling us from? Hello? All right. We seem to have lost him. That could be network problem. We will replace him with this call. Good morning.
Morning. How are you, Mr. Moderator?
Not too bad, thank you. You have a minute, sir. Your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Philemon from Chiturika, Zambia.
Yes, Philemon, you have a minute, please.
No problem. Zambia is my minute. Good morning, Bwana. Liswaniso the mosquito.
Philemon. Happy New Year, Philemon.
Happy New Year too. The improvement, corruption,
yes.
We have scored the points.
Yes.
Yeah, I need you to hammer on that. May God bless you. Thank you. We are listening.
Thank you very much. Right. Quickly, you have 2 minutes to respond.
Let me first thank all the callers.
Yeah.
Philemon is one of the best callers. Vamoze, a big man, I say, continue calling. Everybody who have called, you are part and parcel of the governance of this country. And I recognize all the callers, the input put into this nation, day in and day out. Elvis, Philemon, yourself there. Every caller, I think we want to thank you. Every day you wake up, you speak on the behalf of the vulnerable people where you are staying. You are the voiceless. You are able to speak. And I want to say, continue doing so. It's a calling on its own. It's not easy to pick your phone, on the radio station every day, informing the citizen and also the leaders in government to ensure that they improve in terms of the leadership and other things. So coming kuli amai kanyo pamaningi muzimai ndiye mwina waziko. Muzimai nga akamba chega tambelela. Kopanda muzimai si nyumba. Ukapusa kupasa skeleton. Palaso ambo kamba tu moyo siwanga sihobwereka. Let's give respect to the women. And they are the one now demanding this money. That's why I kind of said, I want the women to be part and parcel of the governance of this country. Because these are the one who goes through hardship. He's giving them respect. So nikupempane was my, despite the difficulties, cash transfer, social cash transfer, cash for work, food for work, I've listened. My role as the national chairman is to deliver to Secretary General of the party, the chairman of the party, and the president that let's perfect this mode of cash for work because everybody wants it now. How do we help our community? It helps. So now let's perfect it, ensure that people are able to get something out of it. So in Nikamba Kuti, Mau as Africa, I'll speak to the Minister of Local Government and his 2 PSS that let's now be serious on this one because a lot of people, especially the women, they're complaining. The more they complain, so we need to listen to them because these are the owners of this country. They are the one who feeds the young people. So for me, Zach, that was taken seriously is to talk to the leadership itself that cash for work, food for work, everything. We need to sit and perfect the system that the vulnerable people within our communities, even outside the urban area, how do they receive it? For them, the women, they are calling it community salary, meaning they are appreciating it. Now let's perfect it to ensure that everybody benefits. I want to say, Kuliwa Morgan, the in Eastern Province, they are there. And we want to thank the Eastern Province dissolved. And even the people of Eastern Province.
When do we see the new?
No. For me, I need to support, I need just to thank them because they played a big role. For us to be where we are here, we had almost 3 members of parliament there. So for me, it's not good to blush them out. It's to thank them. But where there are certain issues with the party has to come in for the sake for the party to outlive us, there are certain things we make a step, collective, all of us, so that we have more votes in Eastern, Western, Northwestern, Southern, Lusaka here, Copperbelt Central, Ruapula, Mchinga, and Northern. And we have no choice. So let's remain united, all of us. And again, I want to say that every work of the party, everyone should get involved. Where they are coming, let's not go with the mood where we need a no. We should go to a campaign that now the battle has started. When we go again, it's not Jim and Jack with the campaigner. You may not know the trick, but how you engage people on the ground. Let's identify people who can do the work at the grassroots, voluntarily, first of all. It's not about money. This goes to the party members. This message goes to the party members across the country, my leaders, that it's not about money. It's about the commitment and the willingness of the people on the ground to ensure that they deliver. Ours as a party and the youth is to continuously support Ndakainde Chilema. And we have made very clear that we support Ndakainde Chilema with our heart, with us, everything, because we know he means well to this country. My appeal to the people of Zambia, voters, women, the youth, madaras, nikupempani. Uyu muntu ali mu State House, Mr. President Ndakainde Chilema. Nimupempera support yanu, nipempa, musupporteni muntu uyo. Ise we may injure you as leaders of Mukonga, but imwe chibwenzi cha imwe na Eva Kainde chipitilize, musupporteni. Po musupporta voipa vikambeni, musavibise. Kodi mukamulangize day of vote, vikambeni azamvela. Ni kumpempera umuntu because he means well to the people of this country. He really wants to see this country change. But sometimes we let him down, we who surrounds him. But ni kupempa imwe, bene bachintu, bene bake, imwe mavotas bene bachalo. Please, this man means well to you. He really wants to develop this country. He really wants to give you everything what he needs. So ni pempo yanga. Wafilimoni, this is a kuti issue of corruption. We have tried our best. It's not easy, but we are trying. Let's continue talking about corruption every day. Let's talk about it. If we don't talk about it, people may engage in corruption. Mulungu akudaliseni wonse wemverera. Mulungu adalise chalo cha Zambia to remain united as one. Mulungu adalise wa opposition. Tumpitilize kukambila wako. Mulungu adalise ma civil society organization. Na imu wa media kudaliseni. Ati dalise na still mu government yesaba UPND tonse. Mulungu adalise na president watu wakaende chilema. Pamene kutazi nchito zake, Mulungu ankali kusogolo. Ziko mkwambili ambuya dalise tonse.
Thank you very much, Gilbert Liswaniso. That is the UPND chairman, and we are grateful that you received the invitation to our partner radio stations. Thank you very much for having carried our program on your respective platforms. That is Tuta FM, Muchinga Radio, Spice FM, ZFM, Platinum Radio, and iWave FM. We will be back next week at the same time, God willing. And for now, it's take care of yourselves and more so of each other. Bye-bye.
Tune in next week for another edition of The Burning Issue, and thank you for your participation.